Oh, we're a bit later out today. Fresh from the dentist, having had my gnashes looked at. They're okay. The only bloody thing that is okay at the moment. Oh, it's stopped raining and now it's starting again. Oh my God. I feel like Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Is there no sun in this cursed country? No, there isn't. Big bleeding cloud sits over the place. Anyway, it's going to be a shortened version today because I've been to the dentist, which I'd forgotten all about until after I did my walk yesterday. So, yeah, this is going to be a briefer one, and plus the fact I don't even need to get to the park to know that it's going to be an absolute car crash because it's been raining again. It just doesn't get any time to it doesn't get any time to dry off. But the problem is we have some wind today. On my way to the dentist, excuse me, with the umbrella, yeah, I nearly got blown into space. And of course, like that, at the moment, the wind's eased up, the rain eased up. It's just it's just spitting. It's that annoying thing that will get on the lens of the camera. But we must endure. We've come this far, we must go on. We have to go on. I wonder how many people know what film that's from. Oh yeah. Check out this. Drainage? What's that? We don't need no drainage around here. We will just let the whole place flood. Nice security. Leave the gate open. Now here's a curious phenomenon. Wonder why these sort of ripples there in the water. Oh, this is soggy. We've not got my umbrella up. We're not going through that car crash last time. Check it out. Look at the ripples in the water. Yeah. You tell them. So, what are they doing? Why on earth have they got the kids outside? It's actually really cold as well. It's like a very biting wind. There's a school over there. It's got the Sproglets out in the man. They need toughening up. You need to slap them around a bit. There's a cat over there. You get it on film. Lovely. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Stella. Empty tins of Stella. You utterly lazy bastards. There's no need. There's loads of bins. They're just lazy. They need discipline with a stick and a cattle prod. That'll learn them. I wouldn't mind, but there's bins down there we've gone past. There's a bin at the end here, and then there's bins in this, like the shop here. So there's no excuse, they're just tramps. So there, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Right. Into the end of the lane, and we'll head off over and have a laugh at the state of the park. So yeah, what am I going to chat about? Nothing. There you go. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Nothing. No, we'll figure something out. Right. Turning this off, and I'll see you all in the park. Curious. So, one of two things. Somebody's been over this bit and cleared it, or the wind has blown it. No, they haven't cleared it. I can see. Oh, we're so close to happiness. But the bullshit persists. For God's sake. Pissing hell. And this is like mud central, this. My feet are just sinking into the ground. Yeah, fuck that. We're not going around that way. Sod this. What an absolute catastrophe this place is. Anyhow, I swore already. Ugh. Why? I haven't even thought of anything to talk about for today, actually. I mean, I haven't got my paper. Mind you, what is it to talk about with the Game Awards? I mean, they're so cheesy. They're like trying to create the video game equivalent of the Oscars. It's so cheesy. Old Jeff Keighley there, trying to be excited when absolutely sod all has happened, apart from layoffs. You have to keep his loving with Hideo Kojima going, I suppose, but it's kind of boring a bit. Not that, the show really. I mean, I have nothing against it, but bark. I don't know why I said that. I thought, let's point out what's on the ground. Bark. Path. Tree. Sky. Bin. Water. I think I'm a bit weird today. Anyhow, what's going on with that tree? I don't like the sound of that. It's like not creaking, but like a crinkling sound. Oh well, you'll laugh, won't it? So yeah, I get why it exists. He's seemingly passionate about it all. Personally speaking, it's one of them where I think most of the conversation comes from the fact that nobody tends to agree. Actually, that's not true. That's a sweeping statement. Many people tend to disagree with the winners. Though in a year with such sparsity of amazing games, everything seems to be held back for 2026. How much of that will end up 2027? I mean, 2026 is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. Whenever that surfaces, if that doesn't get delayed again, that'll win everything. Even if it doesn't deserve to, because the whole thing is structured on hype. I mean, look, I'm not against the Claire Obscura game winning most things. I mean, like I say, where was the competition this year? Seriously. There's nothing really been out there that's blown us away, has it? It's not been a vintage year. And like I say, in a year where the headlines have mostly been negative stuff about job losses and unwarranted price rises in hardware, and just excitement tempered by disappointment. It's like I say, I mean, we don't actually have the price yet for the Steam machine from Valve, but we know it's not going to be affordable for most people. Most gamers aren't going to be able to afford it. So, hints coming out from Microsoft that their next Xbox will be a premium price machine. Sony will probably follow suit. So there's not really a lot to be excited about in general, is there? I mean, I suppose if I was going to do an end of year reflection, most of my favourite stuff has been what could be categorised as indie games. Terminator 2D, No Fate. It's a relatively small team of people working on it. To all intents and purposes, it would be considered an indie game. I know it's defined to an unsigned company, but aren't they? It was published by Reef. But are they tied into Reef, or did Reef just pick it up and distribute it? Are they still an independent dev team? Probably. We're just kind of in that weird age right now, I think. AAA is on its arse and it doesn't know what to do with itself. It won't take the steps that it's needed to fix itself. Indie games are becoming more preeminent, and the thing with that is maybe the future is going to go backwards. Maybe the future is retro, or retro machines, or lesser powered machines, because if this next gen is going to be so expensive to buy the hardware, and let's face it, there is an absolute lack of top quality games. One game doesn't justify a £500, £600, £700 games console. One or two top games doesn't cut it. And I think that we are looking at that possibility, or probability maybe, of things going backwards, of retro style being the way that people go. Look how monumentally successful games like Stardew Valley are, which is, it's pixel. Not polygons, it's pixel. I was like one or two people working on that. And they're still selling, it's still doing well. They're still releasing updates for it. So you've got that. And you've got you know, still games like, look at games like Minecraft. That doesn't require a hefty machine to run, and it's still popular. Fortnite, again, doesn't require an absolute monster of a PC. You know, what I see quite often is people saying, well, you know, I want to buy a PC. Will it run Fortnite? They're not saying, will it run the latest AAA game at 4K and 120 frames per second? No. That's not what people are after. They want to know, will it run Fortnite? That's it. Will it run Stardew? Will it run games at 1080p and 60 frames per second? Will that provide a satisfactory enough gaming experience for me? And in most cases, the answer is yes. You don't need a PS5 to play Minecraft or Stardew or Fortnite. You just don't. You don't need an Xbox Series X either for those things. Whether or not they've been released, well, I mean, I know Minecraft and Stardew Valley are on the earlier formats of PlayStation and PS4 at the very least. I think Minecraft was all the way back on the PS3. But the point is those games would run on quite old hardware. Stardew would run on a PS2. Quite happily. And, you know, herein is the issue. What are people playing? I think it was very informative to see how this latest edition of Call of Duty is disappointed. I understand that it's not sold, and its engagement isn't very high, which is concerning because Call of Duty is a DLC and microtransactions factory for Activision. If people may have bought the game, but if they're not playing it, then they're not buying your DLC. They're not buying your microtransactions. They're not buying your season pass. They're not investing time and money into the product post-release. I put in FC26 and it's still broken. There's still loads of issues with it. It's so janky. They've done something now that when you score a goal and it goes to the replay, the camera returns to the halfway line, hovers above the centre circle for a few seconds, and then zooms off to the player with his goal celebration. That's a new glitch. He wasn't doing that before. And that has happened every time I've scored a goal in the career mode in that. You still have instances where the camera becomes embedded after certain goal celebrations or going to corners, or when it's going to show a replay of something. Not only does it go to the centre circle, but other times it becomes embedded in the stands. So you've got a nice view of the roof of the stand or a stanchion or a wall. How do you do that? It's janky. It's just slop. When I'm playing the game, I'm looking at it and going, this is just nonsense. This is just rubbish. This is what I would expect from a cheap AA cash grab game. You know, like the ones they'd release to coincide with a major tournament in the past, you know, back in the day. Oh, it's the World Cup, quick, let's get a game out. Minimum effort, maximum revenue, that was their philosophy. This is the kind of thing I expect from a game like that. But for the mainline FIFA game that you're paying full price for, it should be polished. It should be refined. This is one of your main selling games. This is your AAA release. It's important. Yet when I'm playing it, to me, it just looks like a load of jank. Like it's been thrown together. And, you know, it's been out since what, September? 3 months. I've still got issues of players who want a new contract. I negotiate a new contract, and then they're still want to leave the club, having just signed a new contract. I've got players who agree to join the club as a squad rotation player, have more than that because of injuries, so they've actually been playing regularly, still complaining about not getting enough game time and quoting, that's not what was agreed. Yeah, well, yeah, you're getting more game time, so why are you disappointed? Now, that might be a hangover from, previous issue with the game, the patch. They may have patched it, they may have fixed it, but it's still a problem. So that could be an hereditary problem that that the patch couldn't fix. But when you're trying to build a team and build a squad of players, when you're taking a team up the divisions, you can't. The players are constantly complaining all the time, and that might be true to real life. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not playing real life, I'm playing a game. And it just breaks. It breaks the game, it breaks the immersion. How can you build a team? You can't. And in the end, you just get fed up of playing it. When I'm actually playing a game of football in it, it just feels mashed together. It doesn't feel like how other FIFA games have felt in the past. Well, when it was FIFA, I think there's been a big drop-off in quality since it changed to FC 26, which it shouldn't. It's just the same game, but with a different name. But to me, the quality in the last 3 years, each subsequent release has seen a drop in quality that's very notable. There's far fewer teams now. There's far fewer leagues. You've got, supposed to have Serie A, but you've got teams that aren't properly licensed, like AC Milan. What's that all about? You know, if you've got leagues there and you can't even get the license for those teams in the leagues that you're supposed to be putting in the game, what do you do if you're an AC Milan fan? You're stuck with a game where it's some kind of generic crap. The kit's wrong. The name of the team's wrong. And even if your team's there, it's not the same playing, against whatever it's called, FC bloody red and black or whatever they've called it. It's sloppy. But, why aren't they fixing it? Are you telling me Electronic Arts is so hard up for cash that even with the reduced roster and leagues that they have, even with all of that, they still can't afford to make sure that every team that's in the game is properly licensed. Are you kidding me? How is it that years ago they had far more teams and far fewer of these issues? It's just lazy. It's just a shame that there's not another company out there that could make a fully licensed football game to take FIFA on. I mean, Pro Evo, that's gone. I mean, that's just some e-football thing. I'm no interest in that. It looks absolute garbage compared to what it used to be. It might play well, but I mean, it does look really bad. And this is what I'm saying, the AAA space is just not that great right now. So what's the point? There's no real cause for celebration or excitement with these announcements because, well, you know that in all likelihood, it's not going to live up to expectation. And it's not about being negative all the time. There's only so many times you can be kicked in the head before you go, yeah, you know what? This isn't the best idea in the world, is it? This isn't worth getting excited about because there's going to be an inevitable kick in the face with it all. You know, there's going to be an inevitable disappointment with it. Cynicism isn't born out of nothing. It comes out of experience. And experience at the moment isn't particularly fantastic. And that's why watching the Game Awards, there was, to me, just a degree of, yeah, we'll see. A bit of indifference, perhaps. Who knows? So, yeah. Anyway, we're done for today. I said it was going to be a short one. There's not really a lot else. I just wanted to round that up with the Game Awards. Just is what it is. Taking it with a pinch of salt. What is it to be excited about, really? Not a great deal. I'll have to go back this way, won't I? There's that stuff, the Tomb Raider stuff, but again, you know, what's going to happen between now and it coming out? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll just have to see. I want to be optimistic, but we'll see. We'll call it there, I think. Don't really have a lot to say on that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Anyway, we'll call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it's a short one, but the rain's starting up. I need to get back, so I'll catch you all later.